Hi, everybody. It is Mediumship Monday right now, 7 o'clock. Every Monday, I do this. So one of the things I do on here is I want to educate you about how I get sign symbols ideas so that you can start getting sign symbols ideas. I also would like to just kind of tell you where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be doing next, and how I'm going to be moving forward. I give every message that I get. That's another thing I do. So let me start off with where I'm going to be. Wednesday, I've got to clear this with Sal's, but Wednesday, November 15th, I'm going to be at Sal's from 6 to 8. I'll confirm that. I'll make an event and I'll put it up on the page. That's the first thing. And then Friday, November 17th, I'm going to have a little mini class, not a very, it's going to be from 5 o'clock until 8 or 9, whichever is the right way to go. And it's going to be a little workshop about how does Spirit communicate with you? What's holding you back from understanding what Spirit's saying? And anyway, so those are the things I'm going to do. All right. Now, I want to talk to you about what I stuck on my Facebook page yesterday. And here's my handy, like my notebook. Do you see all this stuff? And there's so much stuff. Anyway, it's a lot of things going on. So I want to talk to you about what happened to me yesterday because I think it's or a couple days. I don't even know what day it is today. Today's Monday. It's Monday. It's Mediumship Monday. So I had someone that I know was giving, and I put this on my Facebook page, but I really think it's important to share it because what is really important in this life is to understand. Realize your impact on yourself. Hope that makes a little bit of sense because what it is, I did like a handwriting thing and all of a sudden that's exactly what it says. Realize the impact of yourself. That's what Spirit is wanting to get. That's what Spirit's wanting to get through tonight is your impact on yourself, your words, your thoughts, ideas. Create the world, but hey, that's not it. Because the world's getting created because it's not just in the singular world. The world you see and experience is not the world that everybody else sees and experiences. So I know that seems like it may be simple, but everybody's interpretations, ideas, their words, their vocabulary, or understanding of the world can be incredibly different from yours. I mean, I guess I think about it, me as a medium versus an engineer in a lab who's trying to design something. Our worlds are very, very different. We experience them different. We have different ideas and thoughts that hit up on us, and each of them are designed for our lives. So let's go back to, if you've ever done a workshop with me, my favorite of all time is Byron Katie. She is the bomb, and I almost got to go to her workshop to become a facilitator next year. So next year, hopefully next year it will happen. So this individual had a lot of ideas about who she thought I was not as a medium, but as a person, had a lot of judgments about me as a person. And what I really think is important to talk about here is as she was sitting here she was telling me ideas, she was telling me, God, and I'm not really wanting to out this person at all. They are, nobody here would know them, I don't think. But anyway, so what they ended up doing was talking about me and my own characteristics, my personal characteristics, or as she saw them, defects. So what she had some real big judgments around there. And I heard her, I was like, oh, that's what you thought? That's how you saw me? Because I don't see myself as she saw me. And I really had to I started to go down this oh, that's how people see me? That's what I'm like? That's so sad. What does that mean? And I started to kind of go running away in my self-talk in my head to be like, oh my God, maybe I'm a bad person. It doesn't necessarily bad person. It's just I'm using it. It could be maybe I'm fat. Maybe I'm not kind. Maybe I'm not that smart. Maybe I'm blah. Maybe I'm blah. It's, whatever the mind really wants to tell you at the moment or run away with. But then very gently and quietly, what popped up was, is it true? That's if you know Byron Katie's the work, that's her first question. Is it true? And for me, when I heard that, I was like, is it true? Just came to, was just so gentle. It just sort of bubbled to the surface. Is it true? Is not only is it true, but is it true that I should take up what she thinks about me? So I want to understand this so not just an idea of what somebody thinks about you is none of your business, but it's none of your business if your husband loves you. It's none of your business if your husband hates you and wants to get a divorce. Your happiness in this world is not tied to any person. Your happiness should be how you feel about yourself. And true love, true happiness is the ability to let people go, not be so attached that there has to be this one singular outcome. There could be 500. So I just want to give the idea that you can see things differently, and they don't necessarily have to be what somebody else thinks of you, what you think of yourself, that they both could be wrong. And if you believe what you think about you or what other people think about you, or if you're failing as a friend, or, I mean, people can only give what they can give. So I'm offering the idea that it's really none of your business what somebody thinks about you, whether they think it's good or bad. Because if you keep interacting with somebody on those lower levels, you keep attracting lower levels. That's where we're like, that is kind of, it is not just so easy as okay, I'm just going to do this one because everybody thinks, I think I'm rich, I think I'm rich, I think I'm rich, I think I'm rich, right? It's not as easy as, like, there are so many people out in the world who are very, very lack-minded, who are rich. So it's not just you have to think it. You have to understand. You have to understand that there are many, many more gears that are in play. Okay, does that make sense? I hope so. Does anybody have any questions about that, or thoughts, or any comments that you wanted to share? If you do, please, there's down over here. Oh, look, I had something on me. Okay, well, anyway. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well tonight. So let's kind of get started in some messages here. Are you ready? So I do have a smoking. It's not a male. I have another smoking. I have somebody who smoked with a lot of definitely like past of the lung area issue, the chest. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling. Gosh, I feel as soon as I said that, I felt two spirits come forward. Also two mothers. One who had breast cancer and one who has like who passed of lung cancer. That they're sort of telling me that their cancer metastasized in a weird way. So normally when cancer metastasizes, like, I know it should go from the lungs to the brain, because this is like the big cardiovascular system. Your blood goes from your lungs, goes up to your brains. But they're kind of telling me that it went lower first. So does this fit for, this feels like either a mother or a grandmother energy. Both are present, and I have like a terrible headache on top of this. So all of a sudden I'm just getting this pain in my head. Okay, so it's weird because I'm like, I just, from my point of view as the medium giving messages, it's almost like they're boom, 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 because I'm feeling like I'm moving on to somebody else that has like a I feel like this was a car accident quick. I feel a head injury in the back of my head, and I feel like I'm gone. It's like he's coming back. This is a younger male that's coming forward. I don't know, his name seems like it starts with a D as I'm hearing it. I almost hear like Dale or David or something along those lines that is talking about not being able to say goodbye. And it's almost, he's giving me my message. I actually think he might have been ejected from the car. So I'm seeing my signs for that sort of thing as well. Okay. So I'm also feeling that, so there's also a male older smoker, almost like definitely quieter. His presence is, feels, tall to me is somewhere, because I feel like I realize how short I am, that is like 5'10" and up. So I feel like this is somebody really interesting. I almost feel like I was high up but I dressed down. I had a higher up position. I feel like I was an executive, but I wore like corduroys or khakis or something like, and I was a little disheveled. I mean, he's showing me like a button-up shirt and one part of his shirt coming up out of his pants. A quieter soul, definitely quieter. Oh, okay. Did it metastasize also to her liver, Ursula? Because this is where I'm seeing like it kind of went, or did it just go everywhere like that? Because I'm almost feeling like I feel like the pain lower as well. So I mean, if this is your grandmother, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, wait. So let me. Was she she talented in the arts? So because was she the same as you, Ursula? Because what I'm seeing like this very attached to a lineage within that side of the family, and I'm also seeing, wow, she's I'm really excited about this because this hasn't really happened and it's interesting because what I'm seeing on a table. So if I had a table in front of me, I'm seeing like ruins, the runes. I don't know how you say, they're not ruins, they're runes. And it's almost like a dice and kind of, she's making me feel as if she's playing and supporting you in your life. And this is a very important message for you. And she's making me feel like she's almost making me feel like a little bit of Wicca, white witch stuff. Like I'm helping to set the way, and she's making me feel like I'm developing potions and ruins, and she's almost in a good way. I'm about to say like she's a mad scientist, but not in a bad way. She's sort of like she's really working the forces of good in your life. I'm just seeing like I'm willing to go on with this. If you want me to go on with it, I'll totally will. You got to be. Did she have runes? What are you eating? Okay, sorry, the dog. My dog is right here. Right. So, all right. Okay, I feel like she had tools. She had either tools that were like runes, or because I'm seeing her using that, but really coming. Are you about ready to get your like astrological chart done, or are you about to get it read? Because it feels really important for where you're about to shift. This feels like a huge shift when I'm connecting here with your grandmother, and she's kind of making me feel like, okay, so wait a second, did she also smoke? She was very accurate. Was she a smoker? Are you? Oh my gosh. And so, wait, okay. So, do you guys have a tartan? Do you have like a tartan? Now that's a very Newfoundland Irish thing, but do you have a tartan, like a plaid tartan or something that would have been like a quilt handed down from your grandmother? Like an heirloomy kind of thing? This is what I'm feeling like. Is this something that I feel like this is either in a closet, in a box, that it's not to be used or touched almost. So where's the heirloom? She's from the okay. So a tartan would be definitely, well, UK, Ireland, all those Newfies. I don't think there's a Newfie on here yet, is there? Maybe not. But anyway, she's a pretty strong spirit. She smoked, okay. Good. So then there's two. Did yours, Gretchen, did your grandmother use ruins? I don't like, because the way I see ruins, it's not just, this is more like I'm led by spirit, I'm taught by spirit, I move with spirit, like a very advanced soul that Ursula feels very much for. She bought me a green tartan kilt. Did she really? Oh, is it in your closet in a box? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Hi, Misty. Hi, everybody. I didn't even say hi. I'm trying to just be very focused and just focus. But I'm waiting for Ursula. Where is the tartan kilt? I would say it's at your parents' house. Is it in the box at your parents' house? I feel like it's time for you to have that. That's a very important thing for you. I also like, where's the quilt? She's talking about a quilt. I'm like, so if she didn't make you a quilt per se, I'm feeling like I was very handy in. Well, it's funny because I heard knitting, but sewing and everything. Okay. So, so this is, so the message, so I'm asking her to kind of like boil down the message because there's more. So the message is, I think for the next 6 months, it's going to stay right about where it's at now, where you're at right now in your life. I feel that within the next 6 months, there's going to be a big jump and increase, not only in clients, but also in happiness in your personal life. Like, I feel like they're going to match. Like, I feel like one goes up and finally the other one kind of comes up. I see, okay, I see that. All right. I like that. Makes me really happy. So I said 6 months. I'm going to say 6 to 8. This is what it feels like. Not 68. I just want to make sure you know that. 6 to 8, not 68. Okay. So okay. She's a strong soul. She's definitely a strong soul, Ursula. And I mean, she's really trying to communicate to you. And if you haven't had a dream about her, she's going to hold on and dream. It's interesting because she feels like either she sat up incredibly straight or she's like right behind you in your back. So if you're feeling like somebody is like right behind you, this is your grandmother. Just allow it to happen. That's the first thing. Second thing, she loves you very much. And she knows, and she's here to help. Okay, I want to talk about that gentleman who seems like an executive or an engineer or something. He feels like a fatherly energy to me. He was the guy that I said that was like in a khaki, maybe he didn't look disheveled. That's not what I'm trying to say, but he got really into his work and maybe one of like his shirt hem would come out of from his tucked in pants. So I just want to offer that he's here. It's interesting because, wow, I just have never seen this. And that's one thing I love about what I do. And I guess maybe it works is that every spirit is different. Every person is different. Everything is always different. So it's never one thing that fits to another. Never one thing. Hi, Georgia. I mean, Catherine in Georgia. It's nice to see you. Anyway, so this man, it's really, he just showed me like a lasso, and I'm like just seeing him like he's not a country, but he feels like I don't know if he liked westerns because I'm like kind of rounding him up. That's kind of what I feel like when I'm like rounding him up, and I had this lasso that goes going all over the place, but it's interesting because he's using it in his life. I don't know if he was a John Wayne fan even, but it's definitely like an older movie kind of stuff. Okay, so they're making me feel like you've been going through this is for daughter, making me feel like you've been going through a headache. It doesn't feel like a headache, like my head is really in pain. It feels like, oh my God, I'm just so overwhelmed. I can't do this anymore. He's trying to help. This is kind of his message for the lasso as well, trying to rein in the negative energy. Wow. Like such an amazing high soul. Always, he communicates with radio stuff. So he's really trying to it's like I'm incredibly touched by him. He's a very he did so well with youth. I mean, that's part of what he's doing on the other side is working with people young youth spirits that maybe didn't make the best choices when they were here. Because I know that I've said this, and I know that I'm going to go off on a little tangent here because I can feel it coming on, is that it's true. What I've said, like, you are absolutely, every single one of you is absolutely perfect. Every single one of you in the eyes of spirit is just perfect. There's nothing you could do to make anything better, to get loved more, to be. That being said, it doesn't mean that you can just do whatever the hell you want in this world. I mean, look, if my kids were down here, I'd have a swear jar. I would owe $1 right now. Just want to let you know that. That's part of, like, the consequences in this life. I would have, how I treat my children, how I treat my dog, how I treat my neighbors, how I treat my friends. It's almost like it's that whole motto of, like, zero waste, like the zero waste events. You want to, when you cross to the other side, it's not like you cross and you are just this born anew, and everything just works out. You still have your emotions to deal with. You are still you. And I think sometimes that's really hard to deal with. We want to believe that we just go to the other side and, I don't know, we have 100 virgins. I don't even think there's a man on here right now, but I'm just saying that it's what we believe on earth. And at the same time, I could be totally wrong. I want to offer that as well, because I can't say any of this and not also say that I could be totally wrong, because there's got to be this on a non-attachment. I can say I've talked to a lot of people on the other side. That's my book went in. I did not. I talked to people on the other side. And oh. Okay, I just saw what you said, Wendy. So he loved John Wayne? Oh, that's funny. Did he, wait, did he wear, like, overall? I know the diesel mechanics. Did he wear overalls today? Okay, so here's another thing that I just don't want to go, I don't want to drag on too long. But what's really weird is, I had to go to the grocery store today. And part of the grocery store trip was a gentleman who was right in front of me wearing, like, work overalls. Like a mechanic would wear. They were even blue. Normally Carhartts are like a brown kind of color. And so it was blue, and it was so out of the ordinary that I was like looking at him going, wow. Like, he reminds me of my brother too. He's very tall, and but it's something that you would wear outside if you're working outside in the cold. So everything, and I should have talked about that. I don't should have, could have, would have, right? But that's part of what happens. Everything that's going to come to me will usually come to me prior to me showing up to do the readings. They'll be almost like they prime and pump to let me know that they're here. So okay. I do want to talk about that young male ejection from a car. I don't know if, I feel like either a birthday or an anniversary is about to come up. Makes me feel like there's about to be a party because I see a cake. So, you're weird as going to the grocery store. I know. I gotta eat too, right? Anyway, so, I know. So, it's funny because I feel like this young male is coming forward. I feel like I was ejected from the car. I felt like I had either like had tubes or breathing tube put in. It's making me feel like he. I feel like he. I gotta tell you, like, this is the only way he's showing it to me. Like, I died. I came back. I died. I came back. It wasn't. This is another, and this is separate from the first one, because this isn't gone fast. This is gone with a little bit of time. I hover. So I don't know, like, I feel like I hover in a hospital room, And I feel like people could sense me, but they really didn't know what was going on. So they didn't trust it because they wanted me to live so much. The message, oh, this feels like a son to a mother. The message is, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's really funny because part of what he's saying is that, I don't know, like, did he have a black room? I feel like there was black paint in the room or black something, because he's making me feel like I have the same bedroom over here as I did over there. And it makes him feel comfortable. So, that's actually a really big message. Pardon me. That's a really big message for, that's a really big message for a mother out there. It's like, I kept things the same. I'm so happy. Like, I kept it the same and I'm happy. Like, know that I was happy then, I'm happy now. I'm happier way more now, but it's keeping these things the same. And I don't know if there's been a message from somebody to you where, like, I was going to move on or something weird like that. I'm not moving on. I'm still around you. I think you might not be hearing them as well. So just try and open it up a little bit more as far as like you lighting candles, doing some meditation, because he's trying to get through to you as well. Okay. Okay. So, all right. I'm thinking, what else? Is there anybody else? I mean, I'm sure there's other people, but we could go on and on and on. And that's not what this is for. This is for your sort of like weekly jolt of spirit and a little bit of information. And to know my phone number to reach me at for a reading, I'm going to put it down here, is 720-514-9724. I'm taking, oh, you like the idea? Oh, Julie, you like the idea of mini class. So that's going to be, I just actually pulled it out right as I was reading that. So Friday, November 17th, I'm going to be putting it up tonight. I'm going to do a class of how you can connect with spirit in different ways, how spirit connects with you. Part of it is by looking around, seeing what's around you. Is there somebody in overalls? Do you know somebody in overalls? Anyway, that's one thing. I will be at Sal's hopefully Wednesday, the 15th. That will be 6 to 8 p.m. I will confirm that and let you know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to look into that because I can't quite see him right now, but I'll take a look. Okay, what else, Suze? Is there any other questions? The lights and orbs. I'll have to look. That just could be a reflection. Left. This is my left. So right here. That's a reflection. So when you could, let me just talk about orbs for a second, because I'll and then I promise I'll try and get out of here before it's 30 minutes, because I know you don't want to just sit here all the time on Facebook Live watching me and listening to me, right? So an orb, so what you do is you get your camera on Apple or on and whatever, and you turn it on to the camera, but you have to make sure that you have the flash on. Because what will happen is it will kind of go like a stream of light will go shoo, shoo. Maybe I'll do it a little slower so my fingers, but will be faster than that. So it'll go the speed of light. You're going to see these little blops go across. You can also take a picture with the flash on, and then because it reflects. What's really interesting about that, and I didn't think about it till right now, which means I'm going to go over a minute, is it reflects. It's a reflection of the light that you're seeing in yourself. There's your mirror. You have more than one mirror, and that's the people that are around you, your friends you choose, the friends you don't choose, the people that you hate. They're also a mirror for your soul as well. So I'm offering that this week you just find peace within yourself. Call me if you want to. Give me a ride. You want to say goodbye? Come on. Nope? All right. He's going to just sit over there where you can't see him. Anyway, see light, be light. I love that. Once you see it, you be it. If you appreciate it, it will appreciate. So allow yourself to just know you're loved this week. And again, call me for a reading. All right. Okay, I know. Ciao. See you later. Peace. I want to say